Go and grab your Bewear merchandise today. There are t-shirts, sweatshirts, phone cases, and more, all with the link down in the description below. You do not want to miss out. What's up, guys? It's Carson back on Toxic Gaming with Week 3 of the MPL, the Major Pokemon League, a makeup week that we had in this time where we didn't really have any upload on Sunday or anything for these guys, but we had 2 battles to make up, and this is the Week 3 version of that, going against Fog and the Maritime Mantines. Before I get into our team, I'll just go through a quick rundown of what he had on his draft for this battle. He had Tapu Fini, Hydreigon, Mamoswine, Magnezone, Crocodile, Blissey, Rotom Heat, Torn Eye, which was a Z-mover, Venusaur, which was a Z-mover, Espeon, and Slowbro. And as you can see from your screen, he brought the Magnezone, Venusaur, Blissey, Slowbro, Mamoswine, and Tapu Fini, a kind of pretty bulk team to bring. But what we decided to bring was, first off, our Buzzwole Master Lock with Assault Vest, Superpower, Leech Life, Rock Slide, and Poison Jab with 148 in HP, 252 Adamant in attack, and then 108 in speed. I believe I did that so I could outspeed like Min Tapu Fini or somewhere around that type of speed tier, maybe outspeeding some different Magnezones things, but basically I was just barely speed creeping anything, if anything, with Buzzwole, not going too fast, but being able to try to take a hit with an Assault Vest as much as possible. Next we have Vikavolt, our Sergeant Slaughter, with Life Orb, Bug Buzz, Thunderbolt, Agility, and Flash Cannon, 104 in HP, 252 in Special Attack, and then 152 in Timid Nature. To be honest, I didn't really, I guess in my mind, expect the Blissey to come with me having Buzzwole. So that's why I was ready to go with a setup Vikavolt and just set up an Agility and then nuke things to death. But basically that Blissey was kind of, as on paper, the best counter we had to this he had for my Vikavolt, while Bug Buzz, Thunderbolt, Flash Cannon did everything to the rest of his team except for Magnezone. Magnezone and Blissey were the two, and once those two were gone, Vikavolt could really do his thing. Next we have Airborne, our tornadus-t form, Choice Scarfed with Regenerator and all that, Hurricane, Superpower, Sludge Wave, and U-Turn, 168 in HP, 152 in attack, or 52 in attack, 212 in special attack, and then 76 with a Hasty Nature. I believe I had this Tornadus guarantee, I Scarfed him to be so I could guarantee to outspeed Scarf Crocodile. I think even Scarf Mamo I was outspeeding. If he did Scarf Magnezone, and basically this was to outspeed any and all other Scarfers that he had. And then Hurricane did a lot to the majority of his team. Superpower to try to beat that Blissey down and catch a Magnezone coming in. Sludge Wave for the Tapu Fini if I could catch that, and then U-Turn for some good initiative and things like that. Very good thing for Tornadus to do. Next we have the Godfather, Politoed, with Damp Rock, with Scald, Ice Beam, Toxic, and Encore, 252 in HP, 4 in Special Attack, and then 252 Calm Nature and Special Defense, basically a Special Defense wall. And Politoed is really here to set a Toxic on that Blissey if I can, and then Encore to force switch out, basically force me to be able to get free switches. Scalds were nice and Ice Beams were nice, but if I could Encore like the Blissey or even the Tapu Fini and like Calm Minding, Blissey and Soft Boiling, something, lock something down from doing what it really wants to do and then get a free switch. That was what Politoed was really made to do, and to set up the rain. Next we have China, our Heatran, with the Rockinium Z with Flash Fire and Flash Cannon, Earth Power, Stealth Rock, and Ancient Power, 180 in HP, 252 Modest in Special Attack, and then 76 in Speed. I believe I'm outspeeding the Min Speed Tapu Fini, or like a little bit of speed investment Tapu Fini. But with Heatran, it was basically Z Ancient Power to be able to kill the Torn, to be able to kill other and just basically as hard as I can hit with a Z move with him. And also, if I really wanted to do a Z Stealth Rock, I could get a defense boost. But really, Heatran was here mainly to get rocks up for certainty, and then kind of wear down the rest of his team as it came. I decided not to bring a fire move on Heatran because I really didn't think Venusaur was coming at all. So I decided not to bring the fire move, and then also because of the rain, it wouldn't have helped me that much if I had a quick fire move and it was already weakened. and Flash Cannon did enough to Mammoth Swine as it was. Earth Power still does the decent stuff to Venusaur, and then also beats Magnezone. And then Ancient Power is just there for memes and Ancient Power. But that's what China was here for. And then finally we have our Ric Flair, the Kabutops, with our Life Orb, and Aqua Jet, Waterfall, Stone Edge, Superpower, with 68 in HP, 252 Adamant in attack, and then 188 in speed, again, with Swift Swim and the Rain, and when I get him in there, it doubles my special attack, just like how we had the Sand Rush Excadrill things. And really, I wanted Kabutops to be able to, like, if I brought in Politoed to sack him off, get one last, like, set of Rain, and then bring in Kabutops and just hit the Waterfalls, hit the Stone Edges as hard as possible. If he brought in the Blissey against me, I do have the Superpower for that Blissey. If he brought in, you know, the Slowbro or Tapu Fini, Stone Edge still did a decent amount, and Waterfall if they're not fully Fizz-Def to a decent amount. And then picking off things with Aqua Jet would be really nice to have. But as you see with the teams, we got over the teams and preview and all that, so we're gonna get right on into the battle. Okay, here we go with the battle going in. We see that we are challenged by Keegan, or aka Fog, and all that. He sends out his Magnezone first, which I was expecting like honestly the Mamoswine and stuff first. So I went out Politoed and I was like, okay, I'll get Rain up easy and I'll threaten something out. But then he brought this Magnezone and I'm like, oh, something's getting two-shot. Like, especially if it's Specs Magnezone, something is getting two-shot on my team, and that's not a good thing. So I decided to just hard switch. I see that Heatran really isn't doing the most. I can maybe get a Stealth Rock turn up, maybe, but he actually goes for the Volt Switch here. And it was sad that Heatran was kind of like the one that didn't seem to do the most work in the current given situation. Everything else seems so much more important. So on his Volt Switch, he brings in the Tapu Fini. And I'm sitting here like, okay, bringing Fini in on Heatran isn't the best idea for him. But then I'm like, wait, Rain, this thing can just destroy me. So I decided to click Stealth Rocks, and I find out I am faster. So I know this Tapu Fini is not hitting 107, which means my Buzzwole is faster than it. So even though he gets the Surf and will kill my Heatran, I get my rocks up, and now I have a general idea what Fini this is, and know that he's running little to no speed investment at all. So I can go into Vikavolt, and I know he's going to switch out. I can set up an Agility right now. I can go for this, and he decides to switch out. And this was the point where I completely forgot that Blissey was on his team. Fucking 3 turns in, I completely forgot about it. And I should have just clicked an attacking move, but I actually went for my setup now, and I'm thinking, really, I'm not doing anything to this Blissey. I really don't want it Toxic. My Steel type is gone to block Toxic, but also at the same time, I know there's Misty Terrain there. We both kind of forgot about it at points. So I decided to switch out rather than just stay in and fire off nuke damage. I went into Airborne. I figured, you know, if someone has to, he will. He actually goes right for the Seismic Toss, getting some damage on Airborne, and really I'm not too mad about that. I can have Regenerator, I can get that back pretty easily. And we see he is a Leftovers Blissey, as much as I hate fucking Blissey. Cat, what the hell are you doing? That was my cat, if you guys wanted to hear it. But I decided to U-turn on the Blissey to see if I can predict him into going to something else. I should have gone hard into Buzzwole in the beginning, but now I decided to go into Buzzwole, realizing that all he has is Seismic Toss and Toxic. He goes for it now, and the Mist actually protected me this time. It was really that was a backfire on his part. He mentioned about that he just completely spaced about it. It happens to him from time to time. Happens to us all. And so now that the Mist is gone, he knows I kill him with Superpower. I'm guessing he's going to bring in Tapu Fini. So what I'm going to do is make a prediction. The key thing for this entire fucking battle is me trying to make predictions as he brings in the Tapu Fini and sets up the Misty Terrain, and I Poison Jab, and I see this does a fuck ton to Tapu Fini. For a defensive Tapu Fini, that's a lot. And I already know now by my Heatran outspeeding him that my Buzzwole will outspeed him and kill him. So he decides to do the easy thing and switch out. I just was like, you know what, I'm just gonna go Poison Jab. It's safe, and whatever comes in, I can take it down after. He brings in the Slowbro. I'm like, okay, fine. I just Leech Life the next turn. No problem. I go for the Poison Jab again, and it does, you know, kind of a chunk. Brings him down around the 25% range after Leftovers recovery, and I'm like, fine, I'll just Leech Life right now. And he decides to switch out again, and I'm thinking in my head, he's just letting things get damaged. Like, that's really what's going on right now. Just things are getting damaged, and he's just letting it happen. The rocks break any type of sturdy this Magnezone has. I went for the Leech Life again, not really doing anything. But at this point, I think he kind of realized that something has to die to Buzzswole right now. So I went for my superpower. I'm gonna just obliterate this Magnezone to all hell and back. And I get my attack drop, I get my defense drop, but thanks to our beast boost and the way I did my EVs and stuff, we actually will get the attack raised back. So we're staying at that nice 139 base attack. He goes into the Mamoswine. This was a surprising thing for me. I'm like, okay, what's he gonna do? Ice Shard me, Icicle Crash? I'm fine. He doesn't have Sash. I quick superpower. He goes for Hidden Power. Now I'm Assault Vested. And I guess this was Hidden Power Flying. It might have been Hidden Power Fire or something else, but if I just lived a Hidden Power Flying, holy fucking shit, and I killed with the superpower again. The big thing about the Hidden Power Flying, though, is as you notice, I lived on 40 HP, so I can't take another Seismic Toss from Blissey. I can't really just switch Buzzswole into Blissey anymore. But the terrain is gone, and really his two hardest hitting offensive mons are gone. He brings in the Venusaur. I'm like, okay, this Venusaur more than likely is EV to outspeed me. I can't live a Sludge Bomb from this thing. He might have Hidden Power Fire. I'm just going to pop on out of here, save Buzzswole for later. I go into my Tornadus. I'm back at my full health. No worries. I know I'm going to be faster. He goes for Sludge Bomb, and then he gets the poison on top of doing almost half to me. So that automatically tells me that this is an offensive Venusaur. This is not bulky. This is hard balls to the wall Venusaur. He decides to switch on out back into the Blissey, as I believe I just clicked Hurricane. I'm trying to remember exactly what I did here. Yeah, I just went for the Hurricane. We landed it. So we see how much this Blissey is just laughing at Hurricanes. If I could have predicted that switch, maybe in Quick Superpower instead, this Blissey would have been just gone. But it is how it is. We have Airborne taking poison damage. I'm like, okay, I need Airborne out here. I need the Regenerator to come back, and I need him to outspeed that Venusaur later. So I can bring him back in Politoed. I'm like, okay, maybe I can get the Toxic on this thing, toss one on here, be kind of cheeky about it, do something nice there, bring up the Drizzle, maybe get the Encore shenanigans going. He goes right for the Seismic Toss, knowing that if I switched in Buzzswole, it would just die already to that. As you guys know, Seismic Toss does the level damage, so it would have done 50. I was at 40. Would have died. So I actually go for the Toxic and hit my Toxic on this Blissey, which is very, very nice to have Toxic on a Blissey. It's so important to have Toxic on Blissey. And he goes for his, and it misses. So again, a little bit more hacks in my favor. But now I'm just sitting here like, you know what? I can quick Encore. I can quick Scald. I'm gonna try to damage him a little bit with Scald. Don't think he'll stay in much. So I'm just gonna get damage on whatever he does. He actually decides to stay in and just keeps letting Blissey get that Toxic damage turn. He actually goes for the Wish now, and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. So would he try to Wish Protect himself back up? Would he Wish and then Seismic Toss me to guarantee he's back up to full? So I'm like, I'm gonna Encore this turn because I doubt he's gonna switch out, or he's gonna show that he has Wish Protect and not Soft Boiled. So this time he actually decides to switch, so my Encore is pretty much fucking useless. But he goes into the Venusaur, and I'm thinking, that thing barely had any damage. It had like a turn of Rocks damage. Now it's 2 turns, and now it's back up to full health. And I'm like, okay, I don't get it, but, I guess to each his own. And I'm like, okay, I'm just going to fire off an Ice Beam, get damage on this thing. He goes for the Sunny Day. And having to set up Sunny Day with Venusaur is scary, because now I'm thinking, oh shit, he's Chlorophyll. He's that now kind of speedy offensive Venusaur. I'm in trouble right here, and I know I can live 1 Giga Drain. I'm going to fire off another Ice Beam to get as much damage on this Venusaur as possible while still keeping Politoed alive. There was really nothing I had besides maybe Torn or Vikavolt that wanted to take that Giga Drain, but also they couldn't each take a Sludge Bomb from this thing or Revenge Kill it in really any way. So right now I decided, you know what, I'm going to switch out. I'm going to keep Politoed so I can bring him right back in and get rid of this Sun. I go into my Vikavolt. I know it's not going to do the best against him, but he does quick the Sludge Bomb, and I'm like, okay, hopefully this doesn't hurt me too much. And it does bring me just under half, and thankfully it doesn't poison this turn, so now I'm like, okay, I'm going to double out again, get rid of this Sun, get rid of that, and force him to later hopefully have to set up Sun manually again. And I'm okay with Politoed going down right now, because, okay, Sun's gone, I have Politoed, and I have my Rain. I can try to, where he's at with his HP, I can try to kill him with Kabutops, and maybe a Stone Edge should kill him if he's the offensive set from here. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe Waterfall kill. I'll go for the Waterfall. he goes for switching into the Slowbro. Really good switch for him. Gets the rocks damage. And I did click Waterfall because I believe I looked at the calcs again after I thought Stone Edge would kill, and Waterfall was a roll to kill from there, and then I also didn't miss. So I get a decent chunk of damage on this Slowbro, but it does tell me it is defensive as well. And I'm sitting here like, I'm going to hit Stone Edge because that does a lot more to this than Waterfall will. I miss. I fired, then I missed. And I risked a Scald, and I was very, very, very thankful that he didn't burn me with the Scald because that just meant Kabutops was useless. And I'm like, okay, he's just going to stand and click Scald to kill me. I'm just going to get damage on this thing so that Buzzwole can come in, get a free switch. I'm just going to keep firing Waterfalls. And with that one, I bring him down to half, but he flinches. Okay, that's not horrible. It's not horrible on my part, but, you know, he's right above half again, so I'm like, fine, I'm just going to keep going for Waterfall. I don't want to risk that Stone Edge miss. Like, yes, Stone Edge would have done more, but if I miss again and he's back up over half, it would have been a lot tougher for Buzzwole to take him on, a lot tougher for Vikavolt to take him on. And so now I'm like, okay, he slacked off. Buzzwole won't be able to do that much to him if he's physically defensive. I kind of have to go into Vikavolt here. I know I'll outspeed, but I kind of have to go into Vikavolt and force him to switch around. Like, I have to really try to do that because to me, in my mind, there's no way he's staying in on Vikavolt with this. I kill this. I kill basically if he switches into Venusaur and everything. So I decided to pull the double, try to make, again, another prediction into Buzzwole, and he just scalded. And I'm sitting here like, why, God, why? And like, I think that was the point of the match where I just got pissed. I got pissed at myself. I got pissed at that play. I got so mad. But after going back over it, really that was his best play, as Slowbro wasn't going to do anything anyway. And now I'm going to do what I should have done originally and simply spam Bug Buzz with Vikavolt. He now does the switch that I thought he was going to do and switch into the Chansey. I figured that's what he was going to do before, and we see the Chansey was Natural Cure, so the Toxic didn't matter that much. But I was guessing the switch in the Chansey before, and now I see that if I had just spammed Bug Buzz, I would have two-shot the Chansey and not worried about it. He would have had to bring in Venusaur then to revenge kill me. Like, and the Slowbro would have also been gone if he if he had stayed in and I just killed the Slowbro. Like, the Slowbro either would have been gone or this would have been gone. So it would have better played just to spam Bug Buzz till I died. Even if he brought in Tapu Fini, where Tapu Fini was at, it should have died to 2 Bug Buzzes, and I can also switch moves into the Thunderbolt as well. He brings in the Venusaur now, and I'm sitting here like, okay, I'm probably gonna die to Sludge Bomb. I'm just gonna quick Bug Buzz. If he sets up the Sunny Day, he's dead. So he actually does kill me with the crit. I don't believe that mattered, as we saw how much Sludge Bomb did earlier. So now I'm gonna go into my Torn. I know I'm faster. All I need to do is hit a Hurricane. I have to just hit a Hurricane to kill this thing. And thank God I did. And if I hadn't made that Buzzwole play earlier, I hit this Hurricane. Now the only thing that can outspeed Buzzwole is gone. But, as you know, me being stupid and trying to fucking do a prediction, that's what happened. But he does now bring in the Tapu Fini. And we see here 2 Bug Buzzes after the Stealth Rock damage should have killed the Tapu Fini. If I was just spamming Bug Buzz. And I'm like, okay, I have to hit another Hurricane to be able to kill this thing now. And I miss. I missed the second Hurricane. He's going to quick Moonblast, and this is going to kill my Torn. It was a top, or actually I lived that. I lived the Moonblast, but you know, you see that poison damage, the thing from the Sludge Bomb earlier? Yeah, that's going to do it. But it was, again, I should have just clicked Bug Buzz. I should have only clicked Bug Buzz. But again, good game to Keegan, good game to Fog and all that. Check him out down below. This was week 3, again, another makeup week. But we should have week 4, the last makeup week that we have up pretty soon. Just gotta go get that battle done. So, again, thank you guys for coming out. I'm Carson, this is Toxic Gaming. And as always, you guys stay toxic. We'll see you guys.